Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing swell. This video is going to be a little bit different. It's my first video of 2025, and I want to try being a booktuber. Yeah, I know this is like 180 from what I usually do, what you guys usually see on this channel, but I feel like it's something that I want to try out, Maybe it goes well for me. So, the first book I'm reading is called Ballads of the Songbirds and Snakes. It's the prequel to the Hunger Games. And it's very, it's interesting so far. Yeah, I know. I started reading this before I even thought of this idea, but I'm going to continue reading with you guys. Right now, I think I've hit 25% of the way through the book. I'm on page 133. But, I mean, it's a good book so far, if I'm being honest. I think the last time I read a Hunger Games book would have been in grade 6 because I did it for school. And that book would have been the original Hunger Games, and then we watched the movie because it was a whole comparison thing. But I'm going to read it again because Marisha got this me for Valentine's Day. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to do like a whole, read all the books, then watch all the movies again, And hopefully by that time, Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes is out on Netflix or somewhere else that I can watch it, because I can't really watch it at the moment, you know what I mean? So, or maybe I can take a look on other streaming platforms, but my plan is to finish reading this book before the end of the month, and then get this guy done. It's called My Day with the Cup. It's about a bunch of NHL players and, the Stanley Cup after they've won it, their day with it. I'm a big hockey fan, and so I guess I'm going to explain to you guys where I am in the book right now. So far, it is, like I said, it's a really good book. One of the characters has, passed on, and I don't want to say too much, but I like it. I like that they have passed on because they were kind of not a great person, I want to keep these PG, There's been a whole development here, and I just finished part 1 of the book, and it looks as though not quite 50% of the way through, probably about 30, somewhere like that. But I'm just moving on to chapter 11, and this book is like top notch. It's like I almost really want to read Hunger Games next, like the first one, like it's sort of difficult for me to put down the series after reading a book like this, because it just kind of hooks you in. Like, I've been hooked in now with what just happened in this book, and now there's like a sort of underlying story of like, I want the main character to get together with this person. I'm not going to spoil too much for you guys, but I think there's like an underlying love trope of like, high class man or high class. You guys will see it if you read the book along with me. Is slowly falling in love with low class women, I guess you could call that. But like I said, I really want to pick up the Hunger Games book right after I'm done. But the issue with that is that, like I said, I want to read the Stanley Cup next because, maybe a break from the series, but I also don't want to break from the series. But I also know that there is another Hunger Games book coming out in March, which for me right now is next month, because I guess Suzanne Collins is doing Haymage's story next. And for those of you who don't know, Haymitch is the mentor to Katniss in the books. You'd have to read all the books to kind of understand, I guess. I don't know if that's spoiling too much. I'm sorry. Again, like I said, I'm new to this whole booktuber thing, but I really don't want to put this book down. This is insane. Like, I really, like, as I'm reading this book, I'm seeing Coriolanus, like, fall deeply and deep. Like, he's fallen more, man. Like, and I'm just like, come on, man. Just, like, dive in, dude. Like, send it. And, like, I don't even remember much about watching the movies. And obviously the last time I read the Hunger Games book was in grade 6. But I don't remember much about watching the movies. And, like, so this is essentially just, like, the first time reading this. Well, this is my first time reading this, and first time, I guess, actually following the story when wanting to follow the story, because it's weird, you know? When you're in school, you kind of like, oh, I don't want to read this, yada, yada, yada. But now that I'm, like, out of school, it's like, yeah, like, this is like, it's a vibe for me. So, I don't know when I'll catch up with you guys next, but I will catch up with you guys soon. So, it's the next day, so if you guys hear noise in the background, my dryer is currently running. But right now, I just finished chapter 11 of Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes, and wow, is it getting interesting. Like, I haven't watched the movie yet, like I said previously, so the songs that are coming up in the book, I want to sing them and figure out how they're sung. I'll probably look into that. I wonder if there's probably something that goes along with this that I can look at and see, oh, hey, this is how this song is sung. So I'll do that the next time a song comes up. Last night I put in my Goodreads, and I'm sitting at 30% of the way through the book. Obviously, I've gotten a little bit farther now because I'm reading today, and we're going to just see how far I can get through today. I don't know how far I'm going to go. Who knows how far I'm going to go. But I'll keep up with you guys and check in with you when there's something interesting that happens in the book, which seems to be every freaking chapter now. So, yeah. I'm just about to hit page 200 of the book, and it's going surprisingly well. Like, this love trope, y'all don't understand unless you read this book. Like, I love this underlying love trope. It is like, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, that, like, honestly, I could care less about, like, the actual games going on themselves. I'm just following the story, and now I'm just hoping that Lucy is just... I'm hoping that she makes it out alive so that her and Corio, like... y'all don't understand, but... I will keep you guys updated as we go along. But right now I'm about 38% of the way through the book. I'm calling it quits tonight. Right now, I'm on chapter 14, and there is so much going on in the book that my brain is overwhelmed right now. Between the love trope going on and the suspense of the game is about to start, it's just insane. Like I said before, I am praying that Lucy makes it out of the Hunger Games, because if she doesn't, like, it's going to be such a sad waste of a storyline there. Like, you know, honestly, like, this is probably one of the best books I've read to date. And, I mean, that's saying a lot, because I have read One of Us is Lying and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. 2 really good book series. I read both of those whole series, so, yeah. But I guess I will check back in with you guys tomorrow, and we will see how far we get tomorrow. I have a confession to make. I watched the 4 Hunger Games movies in between the last time I checked in and now. I know, I probably should not have done that, but I could not help myself. I was in Hunger Games mode, and I'm like, you know what, I'm watching all these movies. I still haven't read the last 3 books yet. Like I said, the last time I read the original book was in grade 6 or 5. I don't really know. The point is, I don't remember the books. So I feel like when I go to read the books, it's going to be a completely different experience. I have made the decision that I will not watch the Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes until I'm done the book, and then we'll go from there, I guess. So right now I'm on page 298, and things are getting very interesting. Goryo is like, his character arc is like all over the place. I don't know where I stand with him, especially after watching the movies, because the movies kind of shift my perspective. Like after watching them again, it's like I really don't like this guy, but then at the end it's kind of like maybe you do like this guy, you know, like maybe he is like, okay, he's not as bad as you think he is. So yeah, the games are going very well. Yeah, I don't think there's really a lot to say as of right now, but if there's more, I'll come back to you guys and I'll rattle off my thoughts. So yeah. Alright guys, so I finished the book earlier today, and sorry my hair is an absolute mess right now, but I finished the book earlier today, and I can tell you there is like such an intense wave of emotions that go along with it. I don't know, like, I honestly don't know how to feel about Coriolanus right now. Like, with everything that happened in that last portion, like, Lucy, you just, it keeps building you up, you know, you're like, I love this chick, like, come on, like, you're rooting for her, and then the end happens, it's just like, how, like, it's the tidbits that Suzanne Collins gives you that I kind of like, do I like her, do I not like her, you know what I mean? And honestly, I think I'm going to give this book a 4-star, mainly because it, like, my emotions are all over the place after reading the book. I can't, like, specifically say that I like this character, I don't like this character. Like, obviously, if you've read the Hunger Games books, you don't like Snow, but, like, because of Snow, like, because of this book, now that you kind of have a background of it, you see kind of where he's coming from. So it's like, I can't really say that I hate him with a passion, like, because I don't anymore. I honestly don't. So yeah, I give it a 4-star because of that reason, and also, yeah, like, it's a long book. It's a very long read. I started reading at the beginning of the month, and it's now March 1st. So I think what the plan of attack for the next book that I read here is, I'm going to read it on my own. This one, I'm going to read this one on my own, but I will read the Hunger Games book, and I think I might even just cover the original trilogy in the next video, maybe. Who knows? I'm also planning on reading It Ends With Us because of the whole movie and the drum. I don't know if you guys have heard about that whole situation. It's crazy, but I don't have any opinions on it. I think it's an interesting thing to follow. So that'll do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, please give this video a like. Hit that subscribe button if you are new, because I'm going to be posting on this channel as much as I can this year. I think I hope I found my niche. And yeah, make sure you guys head on over and tell your friends about the newest booktuber on the block. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, you guys can go watch my last video, watch my next video. Yeah, and I will see you guys when I film the next video. Peace.